Some beans used to cook. Hey man, you see it. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna just wait
I'm
till you.
already drinking. Well, I'm already. So that means this is
Son,
about to. I already got it.
son, it feel like we were sitting. This feel like we were standing in front of a cast iron skillet. You know what I'm saying? Flipping those chicken thighs, man. It's that You Heard podcast, man. Y'all already know how we do. Hey man, like, comment, share, subscribe. Y'all already know everything to do, man. All the comments, man. Appreciate all of it. You know what I'm saying? All the 5-star reviews, we see it. Appreciate you, man. Look, we got a lot to talk about. We didn't even really do a pre-show. We're like, yo, let's just cook. All right, man. Let's get this intro and let's talk about it, man. Oh, wait, yeah, that one.
Welcome to the You Heard podcast with your hosts, Ben, Joe, and CB. We're here to cover everything related to Miami Hurricanes football, from hot topics to pre- and post-game analysis.
All right, we'll talk about it at the end. We'll talk about it at the end.
No, let's talk about that shit right now because you completely flipped it on me now.
I hate him for knowing this, bro. This man knew the brand, dog.
Okay, I don't appreciate it. I'm saying, like,
I mean, what did you say? What are we talking about, son?
Get into it. I felt
Keep it in the fuck. You heard?
I don't think CB should be in the intro if he not here, man.
Yeah, there should be the alternate. I should drop the alternate one.
I'm just playing, kid. You my guy, CB. I'm just playing, son.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You out there doing your thing, man, doing your huddle, man. Shout out to CB, man. Go check him out, man, on CBTV, all over YouTube, man. Doing great work, man. Shout out, salute to him. All right, let's get the niceties out the way, man. Look, I got a lot I gotta say, but I don't want to just go. I want to see where your head's at. You know what I'm saying? And let's just rock.
Nah. Ben feel like y'all gassing too many people up, man. That's what it is. That's how he feel. Like y'all gassing too many people up in t-shirts, shorts, shells, whatever they got before the game, before these players have even set foot in a college football atmosphere. You calling them legends' names, and I've been hearing Ken Dorsey, I've been hearing Santa Moss, I've been hearing all types of madness. So that's how he feels. So go ahead. I said it. I set it off for you. Go.
Man, how they throwing at targets talking about this is the most accurate quarterback I've seen in a long time. If I threw the shit at the wall, that's what we talking about? Yo, like, look, man, I understand certain people are in the building for certain reasons, right? I'm not knocking that. But there's some things you could talk amongst your friends or in a group chat that doesn't need to be a tweet when you're the mouth, you know what I'm saying? When you trying to be in the building like that. It's unnecessary, right? Because then this person, Emory Williams, yo, fuck it. We saying names. Emory Williams might not see the field for 2 years, right? Unless he beats Jakari next year, which I don't see because I think Jakari's going to take a step. That's just my feeling. Not even in the building and none of that shit. I think the dude's super talented. You people tweeting out, he's the most accurate quarterback I've seen in a long time. Obviously, look, I need context. How many other quarterbacks have you seen? How long have you been in the building? I need names. Like that. How trash were those quarterbacks before? Like you just to do like. This is why I hate Twitter, fam. Like hyping it up when they're in spiders, right? Which Coach Cristobal called it. They're not even in shells. Like they're like, what are we talking? All you see is them stretch and a couple plays, and you ready to tout these dudes like, yo, they the next coming? I want to rock. I'm rocking with this team to the day I die. You see it, man. It's who I am. It's in my fucking DNA. But hyping a young man that we might not see for 3 years, for what? Ain't no TVD tweet. How TVD looking? That's what I want to know. He's my starting quarterback. Does that mean that Emory's more accurate? Is that a quarterback competition? You trying to stir some shit up? Like it's what are we doing? What are we doing, man? Well, like
this is no personal shot at Emory Williams.
Not at all.
Any player, you know,
not at all.
Any player. We're merely discussing some of the media, probably some of the fans. You know what I mean? Because we don't see anything, but the media sees their little 30 minutes or 45 minutes or hour or whatever.
Yep.
And listen, we understand you have to have storylines. You know what I mean? You have to say certain things, but we're just saying,
it's an unnecessary storyline.
Maybe see him play because the most accurate, like Brad Kaya was accurate
As fuck.
Kaya was very, very, very accurate. Bradley was out here throwing dime pieces out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, we gotta relax. I understand the excitement. I understand, we're dying to see something positive. We need some positive, man. We got the Ruiz thing going on. We've recruited well to me, but we haven't gotten anybody yet because it's not signing day, but the commitments haven't been the five on top of 5-star, 4-star, you know what I mean? So, we need some positivity. So, we got to call people the next great QB or the next great receiver, like, whatever. But,
yeah, like I get it, right? Like you could say, like, look, people say whatever they want to say. It's their Twitter. You know what I'm saying, promote your shit, do your thing. But to start those comps after 2 practices, like they not. First of all, quarterbacks don't even get hit in any practice. Like bullets ain't ever live for them. We saw that spring game. We saw they said like 9 sacks. It could have been 15 with that O line. You know what I'm saying? Like going into this, I was like, oh, we're gonna talk about the Zion Nelson thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that news, and we'll get that into it later. But it was like I see all these tweets. I was like, I'm looking around. I was like, yo, it's just practice, right? Like there's 45 new players on the team. Like how you making these leaps and these assumptions? You know what I'm saying? Out for all of it. It's just you could be excited. Look, I'm hyped. I was hyped as shit yesterday when I saw the team take the field. I was like, oh, football is back, baby. And then 36 hours later, Emory Williams, that's it. Let's just shut this shit down. Okay, then TVD looks like shit. Is that what you're telling me? That's the inference of that shit, right? Like you hyping up Emory. Oh, I'm glad he looks good. I'm glad the future of my quarterback position for my team is solid. But that's not what I want to hear about, fam. Like that's not. You know what I'm saying? I want people in that building kind of have a feeling who might rock. Unless you're saying Emory Williams is going to take over for TVD. What are we doing? What are we doing? No knock on Emory. I want him to be a fucking monster when he takes over. Whenever that is. Right. But he's throwing at targets. Like he's not even throwing at receivers, right? Like I'm sure he makes some great passes, solid passes. We heard some, I'm saying some of it. But he's throwing at like a net. If they're throwing at the same thing from spring, they're throwing like a net with like the little hole cut out. What are we doing? I don't know, man. That should have
as much believe us, man. As much as we hate the gas, the coaching staff can't stand the gas. I'm sure. You know what I mean? Yeah. They don't like the team to feel like they're bigger than who they are, or getting busy already before they even, like I said, before they step foot in a college atmosphere. They haven't. You know what I mean? I don't know that they've even been in Hard Rock, you know what I mean, to scrimmage or anything, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, just the gas is just, and that's what we get. We get the gas. This is the off season, about to be the season now. We get the gas, the gas, man.
Yeah, facts. It's just like I was thinking about this, right? I was like, for like not like the whole thing of like, oh, we've been back for 20 years, not that whole spiel, right? It's just like, fam, like let's just let them work, man. Like they're doing the thing that I told you all off season, right? You hyping it up in your own mind because you saw some shit, you saw a couple of little things, and you hype it up like this is the second coming of whoever the fuck, and then when he don't do it, you get mad, fam. Those were your expectations of him. That wasn't his work. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Again, your expectation isn't that player's reality. The reality is our freshmen are bigger. Our freshman linebackers are bigger than any senior. That's the, you know what I'm saying? That's the reality. The reality is James Williams looks bigger, leaner. Kobe Young looks bigger, leaner. That's those are things you could see. That's proven. Now, let's getting off of that shit, right? Like the whole social media gas. I watch all the press conferences. I watch them and listen to them because sometimes you see things different, right? Like you see and you hear things differently. I found it very interesting that you always, because you can always catch little nuggets. You know what I mean? Sure. Like little things that they like just say in a conversation. They're like, oh shit. Like we do it all the time, right? Like you'll say something to spark a whole different conversation, and I'll say something that goes that way. So Cam Kitchens, our All-American safety, said that, and I'm sure you caught this, you know what I'm saying? Said that, the players now are more receptive, I'm paraphrasing, more receptive to criticism. Mm-hmm. Now, that says everything, like that says everything that I've been thinking. You know what I mean? That like there isn't that accountability, because if you did it, you knew those players would fold. No, I'm not calling the names out. Don't know who those players are. That's not what this is, right? But I was like, hold on. Shouldn't you be able to call players? These people play football their whole life, right? Like, so they've never been called out. Like, how do you get better? How do you get better? Like, yo, man, that route you ran was trash. How do you not get developed if I can't tell you, like, Joe, this got to be like this. All right, cool. I'll work with it. Like, how do you improve if you can't be criticized at all? So when he said that, I was like, yo, that's wild. That spoke volumes to me. And then James Williams said some shit too. But what were your thoughts when you heard that, man?
Yeah, he said receptive to criticism and also giving criticism. Like, people are now okay with actually criticizing someone, or, giving like some guidance on how to do stuff and teaching a little bit coming from the players, which is huge. Fact. You know what I mean? Like you said, that's huge. Accountability within the player system, rather than a coach telling you. Someone else, Akeem Mesidor, mentioned that he was starting off slow in the morning, and Ruben Bain was like, yo, let's pick this shit up. And it got him picked up. You know what I mean? He picked it up and he felt better throughout practice. That's what you need, man. If your dogs can't tell you, yo, you trash right now. What's going on? Yo, make that catch. Cam says something like, Mr. Jadaeus Richards. Yeah, he caught a pick, but that was cool, but he dropped 2 earlier. So he owed us 2. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's dope. Yep. That's what you need, man. And if that's been missing, that's huge, man.
That's a problem.
That's huge. That's a problem. Yeah, that's something that's sorely needed, man. Imagine me, like you said, imagine me with my boys that I've known for 20 plus years. I can't tell my boy, yo, you wildin'. You was wrong, fam. Mm-hmm. Imagine I can't tell my boy that. That's crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Doesn't it? That's ridiculous.
It doesn't even, like, it's crazy, right? To even think about it in that context. Like, you see your boy walling, I was like, yo, fam, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? Yeah. This don't make any kind of sense. What are we doing right now? Like, let's move differently.
What you talk about? Nah, we can't do that. Yeah, you take that. You take that. Yeah, it's always been that the criticism coming from, who's the criticism coming from, right? Yep. Is it coming from somebody on Twitter? Because who's never seen you practice, doesn't know what you do daily, right. Or is it coming from your man who plays the same position as you? He grinding just like you. Mm-hmm. He waking up at 4 a.m. just like you. In the building all day just like you. Yeah, you got to take that criticism seriously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's dope.
If a freshman is calling you out, you know what I mean? Like that, again, Mesidor, that's accountable shit though, right? Because he didn't have to say that publicly. He said like, yo, man, look, this is how we doing it now. That's dope shit. Like, yo, look, there was one day I was trash. One day my energy wasn't right, and Ruben Bay was like, yo, man, this ain't the place anymore.
And Ruben Bain is 17, 18 years old. Mesidor could be like, yo, shut up, freshman. Like, chill out, young. Get out of my face. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? Bain has earned those stripes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I'm sure it's not based off the high school work. I'm sure it's based off the work he's been doing since he's been there. You know what I mean? Nobody care about what you did in high school. That shit is cute. But he probably coming in there working crazy. You know, they know what he's doing. So
he's coming for your spot.
Yeah,
he's coming for everybody's spot.
So that's dope. That's dope.
And that shows what Cam said, right? Like people being receptive to criticism, right? Like Mesidor, you know what I'm saying? Second, that was saying like, yo, Ruben may call me out. I was like, all right, I gotta be like that. That was the example of what Cam was talking about. Now, James Williams, man. James Williams, you know what I'm saying? 5-star. Y'all already know the stats. You see him as a guy that, you know what I'm saying, kind of you think is unproven. He had a line that was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna say it my way. He can't say it because he's talking to the media. Yeah, a little bit of. He's like, yo, man, I don't give a fuck about where I gotta play. I'm trying to win for this team. That's it. Like whatever matters. That I don't give a. And they're like, I said, oh, but how do you feel? Yo, I don't give a fuck. I feel like that's what he wants. I don't care. Put me at the end. Put me outside linebacker, nickel. I don't give a fuck. I'm playing to win.
Now, hold on. Does James Williams say that in 2 years ago?
No.
Does he say that 2 years ago?
No.
So
he
is
said
that
he said it himself.
Personal growth? Is that being more mature, or is that is that what's been instilled by the head man now?
He definitely didn't like, and he in that same 4-minute interview, right? He said a couple years ago I was brushing that off. Yeah. Now, you say when you say that, so people were already approaching you talking about, hey man, look, we might need you to move down to the box. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Let's say like for an Avante, he's like, hell no, I'm not doing that. Because remember, we had 3 safeties come in that year. Avante Williams came in that year too. So maybe they're like, yeah, man, we need you to move down to the box so we get Avante on the field. Nah, I'm not doing that. Like, so that's some maturity and growth, right? And it is instilled from Cristobal, right? But it's also trusting your DC that you just met in March. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that he knows what he's talking about and being receptive to change. That's big, yo. Like, a lot of people don't do that shit. Like, a lot of people just like, I play this position. This is what I'm gonna do. I played this position my whole life. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's big, yo. But was he 21 now? 20, 21?
Yeah, should be 20.
Yeah, so and this is money season, right? This is money season for them because you don't want to go into the league too late. This is money season, so I'm saying that, and also getting bigger. Like I'm saying, looks to be an impressive young man. You know what I mean? He just wants to win, and if your leaders are thinking that mentality is going to permeate and seep into, that's how you start changing the culture. Because I don't give a coaches come and go. We had 7 new coaches from last year to this year. If the mentality isn't being checked by the guys that are there for 2 to 3 years, none of this other shit matters. No tweet we sent, no criticism we say on the podcast, no nothing out here. If in there they're not checking them, ain't shit gonna change. And that seems like what it's been. It seems like Cam, since last year at that going out press conference, has been like the voice of what we've all thought has been going on, but we're like too afraid to say because we might get blacklisted, or you know what I'm saying? Like, he finally said, I was like, yo, man, the mentality got to change. If you don't want to be here, go. This shit ain't gonna stand anymore. So I'm with it. I'm with it 100%.
Definitely, man. And that's what we've been waiting for, right? That's what everybody's been saying, right? The mentality. You're supposed to take on the personality of the head person. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If you've been in the military, man, if your commander's a pussy, I mean,
you're gonna do some pussy shit. You're gonna do some pussy shit.
Yeah, y'all gonna be like, you know what I mean? I ain't running up in there. Nah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But if you got that dude, you ready to run through a brick wall, man. You know, there's certain coaches that command that. Yep. There's certain coaches, you know, to where, yo, I'm gonna play whatever. I'm gonna play Will. I'm gonna play Mike. Malik Bryant at Mike. We ain't talk about that yet. I'm very happy.
We'll get into that. We're gonna get into that. Yeah, we gonna get into that. I'm very happy about that shit. I'm so happy about it.
Yeah, Malik Bryant and Mike. But yes, man, the mentality change, man. And man, look, you would think you're supposed to think like that anyway. As an athlete, if you're trying to win, you're supposed to think like that. But it can change, man. Like I'm not. We'll talk about it. Whatever. But okay, it's supposed to change, man.
Offline. That's an offside. That's an offside conversation. Yeah.
It's supposed to change.
Yeah,
I'm glad to.
It's supposed to change, man. But I'm glad to hear, and hopefully we see it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, like I said earlier in the shows, man. I'm looking to see some face mask grabbing when shit go left. You know what I'm saying? When somebody do a busted coverage, I want to see accountability on the field before they ever make it to the sideline. Like many times, just been like, oh well, here we go again. Like it's got to be different, and that doesn't mean that it's gonna be different from game one of this year. I don't know what this season brings. Yep. That's a lot of change happening all at once. Like let's keep it all the way a buck. So like telling all these, that goes back to the beginning of this shit, right? Like telling all this gas and hyping it up, fam. Take a breath, yo. Like just understand that people look better and the injuries aren't piling up. You know what I'm saying? Like let's every practice. I just want to know any injury reports and who made good plays. I don't need to hear comparisons when people in shorts. I don't need to hear this person. Jadaeus Richards is balling out, fam. Like, because then when Jadaeus Richards doesn't start, people are gonna remember this shit because it was the first time he was mentioned. Oh, Jadaeus Richards is trash now? Nah, man. Maybe the person who beat him is better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you hyped him up off practice one. Everybody thinks, yo, Jadaeus, that's it. Jadaeus Richards, pencil him in, yo. Put him in. He's a starter. Practice one. Yeah. Practice one.
And then for context, with the Jadaeus Richards joint, apparently they was in the indoor and they was working half fields. It was working half the field. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
that's the only place he could throw. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like 3-on-3 or some shit. 3-on-3 basketball. Come on, man. Like context matters to this shit. Like just saying, oh, he's gonna flash. And I'm not saying he's not. I want every single person wearing that uniform to win. Every single one. But doing this shit, like, this is it, man. He's the guy. He just looks the part. And t-shirts and shorts? And t-shirts, like we telling lies like that. Yo, put him on, man. That's it. He's gonna do it. The next Hall of Famer. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Now there's some things you can tell, like we said, you can tell footwork, at corner, at DB, your footwork is crazy. At receiver, you can tell somebody's fast, obviously. Yep. You can tell if somebody has natural catching ability, if they run good routes, whatever. You can tell some physical things, but there's nothing like when you're about to get your head knocked off, or you got to cover a 6'5" receiver that run a 4.3. There's nothing like that type of test.
One is live, one is live. I how about this? And I don't do the evaluations, man. Y'all know me, man. I'm not saying shit up till game one. And even that is Miami over Ohio. I want to see it when it's really real. Practice, first of all, love all the videos. I consume all that shit. I'm not knocking any of it. I love the reviews y'all give, all of it, because I consume. Listen, man, we all Canes fans in this shit. But the comparisons is where y'all lose me, man. Like, it's day two. You could say how much bigger he looks, how much stronger he looks. And look, man, I want to clear the air on something, right? Like, cause I got called out, and it's true that about a senior linebacker, right? That I give him too much, and I'm saying that I say too. Listen, man, I want Corey Flag to win. I want Corey Flag to win in every way, in life, in everything, man. I'm just saying he doesn't look the part of a middle linebacker. And that's not anything by his fault. It busts his ass. He tried, like, you see the difference now, man. Like, the thing is, like, the same people that were hyping him up now hyping up the fact that our freshmen are bigger. Oh, you can't be both, right? Like, you can't be like, yo, this guy's gonna be dominant, but look what he did last year. Then be like, yo, but Malik Bryan at middle, but Popo at middle, Marcellus Pulliam at wheel. Oh, we now we talking James Williams. Like, where does Corey Flag, your guy, fall into that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to hear Corey Flag stepping up to the.
Yeah, he's proven. You know what I mean? He's been there. He's proven.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you know we know we know what we have with Corey Flag. We do. You know what I mean? If the unknown bothers you or scares you, we do know what we have with Corey Flag. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I can see.
So look, man. Again, I want him to win. I want him to succeed. If he wins out, it's because he did it. That I'll have no complaints about it in any way whatsoever. My whole thing was that, man. Like, look at the freshmen coming in, right? Mario isn't recruiting a lot of 5'10", 5'11" linebackers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Coach Guidry said the same thing. You know, when you watch the Coach Guidry interview, he said, yo, we're not recruiting 5'10", 5'8", 5'9", 5'10" linebackers, man. Nah, he's like, you know, 6'1", 6'1" better.
Above.
You know what I mean? Now, if you're a beast at 5'10", 5'11", 6, then we'll rock with you, but 6'1" and better.
Ain't that many Zach Thomases out there, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Thomas, like, Denzel. You go to Denzel Perriman. You know what I mean? He's on the shorter side. You know, Sam Mills, people Sam like Mills that.
Yeah, those are that's not common. Those are, you know what I'm saying? Those are exceptions. And again, want the young man to win. Leader, stayed with it, man. I want him to win. I want him to see the field, get plenty of burn, and all that, man. But just let's take a step back from all the hype, man. Just tell me what you're seeing. Is what because y'all in the building, man. Y'all are our eyes for a lot of this shit. We're not in the building. Sure. I'm far as shit up Central Florida. You're in North Carolina. Like, all we got is the shit, you know what I'm saying, in group chats and tweets and stuff like that. So comparisons, let's take a breath. Emery's going to be a beast, and I have no doubt in 2 years, because Ja'Cory Brown next year is going to be a monster. You know what I'm saying? Let's just call it what it is. I need some same Emery. I need Emery, Ja'Cory, and TVD tweets. And, you know what I'm saying? However y'all want to mix it up. I want to know my quarterbacks are doing good. All of them. Not just somebody thrown into a net.
Well, you'll see. Right, man. You'll see when you get down there. You know what I mean? For the bang thing. You'll see.
Yeah, man. I mean,
for yourself. You know what I mean?
You know what? I can't fully tell you that I might not start telling lies when I see it then. Like, yo, this motherfucker hit every
won't let you. I won't let you.
I know. Nope. I'm gonna tell you, yo, Joe. I'm gonna text you. I was like, Joe, look, man, I think I'm gonna start telling lies. So don't do it.
No.
When Emery hits every fucking pocket in that net, I was like, yo, this is the greatest skee ball I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is it. Let's shut it down. This man is a skee ball champ. Let's just take a breath, man. I have no idea what to expect this season. So many moving parts. I have no idea who's gonna start at corner. I have no idea. We know who the safeties are, but every piece is up in the air. You know what I'm saying? 2 practices. That scrimmage next week and the week before game 1. I think is how they do it. They have like a light depth chart after next week and kind of see where they're at. Yeah, man, it's moving fast. I'm so happy football is back though. All shit. I'm just so happy to see them out there. You know what I'm saying? See them working out, seeing the huge human beings that we got now that we didn't have before. It was funny, right? Like I watched shout out to Inside the U. I watched like the first 10 minutes of stretching, and then you see the offensive lineman that we had previously, and then you see the offensive lineman that you had. Like, yo, how are we the same? How are we all humans? Like, this don't make sense. Like, how you look like his son? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, it's crazy. And these are freshmen. Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
Dope, man. That's dope.
What stood out to you from the all the press conferences and stuff like that? Stuff, you know what I'm saying? If you wanted to get into like the crystal ball stuff, whatever he talked about.
I really like listening to the coaches. I mean, the players kind of have to, they don't have to, but the players kind of just say what players are supposed to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like listening to the coaches though, man. I really like listening to Coach Guidry and Coach, all of them. Coach Cristobal, Coach Guidry, man, Coach Beard.
Kevin. Coach Beard, yeah.
Coach Dawson. I really like to hear. I haven't heard Coach Adai speak. I didn't watch the Coach Harris interview.
I didn't watch it either.
Yeah, but Coach Guidry just speaks. I like the way he talks. I like his philosophy on things. You know, I wish he wouldn't say certain things though. The way he gonna operate and move around, I wish he would keep that a little bit low.
Calm down. Calm down.
Yeah, you know, but he mentioned that after every practice, they watch the practice film and they adjust depth charts according to that. And that's dope to me.
I love that. Love that. Yep.
Yeah. So every practice, it could be different people trotting out with the ones. And listen, man, we should know by now, if you don't know football, if you don't know, depth charts don't mean shit. You know what I mean?
Nothing.
They really don't. You know, so it could be someone starting and the next person gets more snaps than that person.
Yep.
You know, starting
depending on the scheme that day. Yep.
Yeah, starting is just something you have to have, you know, whatever. But I'm just real excited about what Coach Guidry is gonna, like we talk about it all the time, man. Just the personnel allows him to do so many different things, man. And I really want to see Texas A&M and how he mixes things in, man. And Coach Dawson on offense, because he has toys too, man. He got toys. We talking about Tank Dell. He has 4 or 5 Tank Dells.
Yep.
You know what I mean? With Tank Dell ability, not Tank Dell. Tank Dell is in the league.
Tank Dell likeness. Yeah,
he's an NFL wide receiver, so I'm not saying that. But yeah, with Tank Dell likeness, Tank Dell ability, he got 4 or 5 of them. So, and the running back room excites me, man. You know what I mean? So I'm just anxious to see how they put it all together, man. Yeah, definitely.
With the Guidry stuff, man, I do think I think what I like about him, he just like exudes energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like infectious, right? Like I listened to the Josh Darrow pod, watch his press conference, like there's just like it's not like I'm happy to be here. It's like, to me, right, it's almost like, oh, y'all motherfuckers ain't ready for what I'm about to do with this.
Facts. And it just looks like I like the fact that he played and that he was good. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That he played and he was an athlete and he was, by all accounts, one of the best athletes on his team. It was small football, but he was one of the best athletes in the building. And I feel like he just has, people use swag. He just has confidence, man. And he's gonna that shit is gonna trickle down to the unit, man. I feel like he's the coach. He's the fuck you coach. He's the middle fingers up coach. I feel like that, man. Coach Dawson, I think, is that too, but Coach Dawson
more
comes
quiet
as being nicer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a little bit more quiet.
But I think he's like that too. But I think Coach Guidry is like, yo, we about to bust y'all like no question. I'm sending we about to empty the fucking man. All right,
no.
Let me not get
we started this. We started this talking about, hey, don't tweet gas. We talking gas now? Look, I understand what you're saying about Guidry, right? Obviously, because you have firsthand knowledge of how he coaches, you've seen it, right? So with Guidry, I think he does say too much of like kind of what he's thinking, but what we got to remember is like he's not saying the people he's gonna put in those positions of what he's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not like I thought Jafari Harvey, he did a press conference today. I thought him talking about the jack, you know what I'm saying, got the jack, playing the jack position where you might be doing more stand up, you know what I'm saying, doing the 2-point off the edge. Look, Jafari Harvey's an athlete. Yo, y'all saw it on the pick return a couple years ago. Like, there's no question Jafari Harvey can ball. You know what I'm saying? Senior leader of that, him and Mesidor are the senior leaders in that D-line. After that is young boys. So, you never know who that person's going to be. So, you can't, like, that's things like you can't key in. And this is one thing we already know from watching his previous tape, you know what I'm saying, at his previous stops. Like, he's not going to put the same play. You're not going to be like, oh, James Williams is in, so this is what they're running. Oh, they're putting Jim Williams outside linebacker. This is what they're going to do. Oh, they put the Corey Couch at this. So this, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're never going to know because he's going to have moving pieces within that chessboard. So, yeah, man, like, he is that coach, though. Like, this is like he's 100% like cussing up a storm on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? Like a storm, just saying words like, I cuss a lot. You know what I'm saying? I cuss on the podcast, but I cuss a lot more in real life. I try to settle it down for the pod because, you know what I'm saying, they trying to get this whole shit thrown out. But Coach Dawson is that guy, like, he just stands back and goes, oh, these motherfuckers think, okay, I got something for him. You know what I mean? Like, just quiet, like a quiet confidence with, like, he's just like, oh, y'all think, okay, I got something for you motherfuckers. I got something for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing is, like, they're both from the same area. They both have that same mentality, but it's a little bit different. Dawson's a little bit more quiet, more reserved. I think he's a little bit older, or they're roughly around the same age.
His birthday's the day before mine. Me and Dawson the same age, man. You know what I mean?
That's an open-ended question. We don't know.
His birthday is the day before mine. That's why he's like that. That's why he's like that. You know what I mean?
But you're not quiet. You're not that quiet.
I am.
Yeah, man.
I'm chill. So.
Yeah, man. But yeah, Dawson is that guy that, like, you run through a wall for. Guidry's that guy you run through a wall for. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, and he'll run through the wall first. Like, yo, let's get the next one.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Dawson seems like he's gonna sit back and watch you hang yourself, and then he's gonna, definitely like,
yeah. He's like he's like cooking up the recipe. He's like, oh, you think that's all I got? Yeah. That first couple drives, like, oh, you think that's all I'm doing? All right, now watch. Now watch what I'm
this
doing.
Offense.
Oh, you think you got it now?
Yeah, this offense really takes advantage of what the defense is doing. Like, it really does, man.
I'm excited for these coordinators, man. I'm excited. I really am.
I am as well. I'm
excited for these coordinators. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Offensive line is bigger. Yo, offensive line, man. That's just Zion Nelson, you know what I'm saying, shared the news that there's no timetable for his return. Yeah. How does that impact? To me, that's a blow, right? Like, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's a first round talent there. You know what I'm saying, that left tackle, that's our best left tackle on the team. Let's just be honest. Most experienced left tackle. Not having him is not something I'm happy about. So what were your thoughts when he shared that, man?
Yeah, whether you think he's been productive or not, it hurt. Losing depth on the O-line hurts, period. You know what I mean? So
period.
If Zion Nelson's there, You can, and he's fully healthy. You
Yep.
can kick Jalen Rivers to right tackle and let Francis simmer a little bit. You know what I mean? And Francis can be the rotational piece. You know what I mean? You could have Matt Lee, Javion Cohen, Inez Cooper on the inside. Jalen Rivers could be the rotational piece, man. Matthew McCoy. Now, you know, you have Jalen Rivers, who, listen, man, he's the most athletic O lineman there.
Yeah.
He's playing left tackle for the first time. You know what I mean? In college.
Yep. And the Bullets are live in less than a month.
Week 2, he's playing perhaps the most talented D-line we'll see them in Clemson all year, man, in week 2. It's not week 4, it's not week 6, week 2.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, yes, he's practicing against a very talented D-line, but it's not the same.
Nope.
You know, so, you know, that's going to be a thing for me, man. So I feel bad for Zion, man. Hopefully, you know, he gets well, but I think that's a blow as well.
Look, man, I'm hoping this no timetable means in 2 weeks he's back on the practice field and he's all good and he's all cleared. You know what I'm saying? No timetable, just like that could have been what they told him that day. It could have been what they told him to say. And I'm hoping because this team is better with Zion there. We didn't have him all year last year. And like you said, man, you put Zion at left, Jalen at right, and you let those young boys build to take that spot. Not just trial by fire. Because then now you talking week 2 is going to be Jalen Rivers. As of right now, as of this recording, Jalen Rivers, first-time left tackle on the left. Francis Maigoa, first-time right tackle, true freshman on the right. Against, look, we don't give A&M any credit on that. But that D-line, that's a superiorly talented D-line. Let's just keep it a buck on that shit. So that is challenging. Not unproven.
You know, 2022 is not 2023. But last year, with can we say a inferior O-line?
Yes.
We did our thing against the boys with an inferior O-line. You know what I mean? So, hey, it's not the same. Again, this ain't last year. You know what I mean? We have a totally different offense. You know, what we were doing obviously affected them. But, you know, this is a new season. But, you know, we neutralized them last year with much inferior talent on O-line. So.
Facts. That's facts. Without a doubt. Yeah, man. Look, 2023 is not 2022 is not 2023, man. What happened last year is what happened last year. So that is true what you said there. Just hope. I just want as much depth as possible, man. Like just personally, like to not have Zion again is hurting. That because that just makes everything stronger. That just makes everything stronger. Then you can have Samson, Francis, Matthew McCoy. I'm saying you still got Tow Truck. You got Tommy Kinsler. You know what I'm saying? Young guys that get to cook and just take their time. I think I saw Frankie Tenelau had a transcript situation, so he's not gonna be here till spring. So he's gonna miss the season. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Handle that young man. So yeah, man, it's a bigger room, but again, missing Zion changes a lot of things as far as experience. You have a very experienced interior line, but on the outside, you know what I'm saying, basically have all new starters. And that's crazy.
Yep.
Oh, get damn. That just thinking about what you said about Guidry is so true though, man. He is that guy that you're like, yo, I saw you I saw you having it out. I want to be like, yo, take a second. But what he could do with this guy. No. It's day 2. I think they practice again on Thursday on Friday. I think they take tomorrow off. Let's just see what happens. let's just see what happens, man. It's a long way away, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. What you got before we get into this Caneswear ad, man?
Yeah.
You already know.
Welcome to Caneswear. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has all latest merchandise for the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Inter Miami Soccer, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of I-595, or online at Caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Yeah, man, Caneswear, man. You already know.
You see it.
You know what I'm saying?
You see it.
You know what I'm saying? All
You
day.
see it.
It's right here on the shelf.
Yeah,
that small ass hat that I had to wear for the entire podcast. I mean, I'm saying I'll be out there next. I'll very likely be out there next Friday.
You
know I'm saying August.
Next
what is that? 11th.
Yes.
You know I'm saying August 11th. You know what I'm saying
my birthday's on the 10th, man. So send gifts. It's all good, man. You know what I mean? Send gifts.
You gonna give your address out?
I like to eat crab legs. So you know.
Every day. I'm talking to you like, yo, they got crab legs on sale. They got crab legs on sale again. Hey, man,
I like to spoil
you always
myself
mention
on
it,
the weekends, man. I like to spoil myself on the weekends, man. You know what I mean?
Work hard. You know what I'm saying? You do your thing.
So, wine and crab legs, huh? Yeah.
There you go. You got the
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yes. Hey, man. Looking ahead, man, like what do you want to see from the reports? Obviously, look, we consume everything y'all consume. What do you want to hear more about during this fall practice? I'm not talking gas. I'm not talking gas.
I really don't. I listen, man. Reports. I really listen to reports from certain people, and they're really not reporters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
facts.
I listen to reports from people who are in the building that are not reporters. So
then that don't have a vested interest or aren't trying to sell nothing. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I listen to those and I get what I need to get and what I need to hear. What I want to hear is progress. Like you said, man, who's looking like what? Are they picking up the schemes?
Mm-hmm.
You know, are they making mistakes? Are they still making the same mistakes? Are receivers catching the ball?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? How are they going about the work? Are they running on and off the field? You know, are they talking back? Are they talking shit to each other? Because they need to be talking shit to each other.
I love that shit. Yeah.
So that's what I like to hear, man.
When I'd be roasting the whole squad. I'm like, yo, you got that energy now? Where was you 5-7? Yeah. I'd be roasting like, yo, this ain't the same team off. I'd be roasting everybody. Like, no, we're not doing that shit no more. Better get your ass. You better run. You better run to that next play. Hey, why are you walking? I'd be calling everybody out. Yeah, man. Look, I'm with you on that. You know what I'm saying? I do all the check-ins. You know what I'm saying? We talk and we get you know what I'm saying, get the information we need to get.
Yeah.
And just see who's improving. Look, man, let's not just brush over the fact that people put on, you know what I'm saying, some really good weight in the offseason. You can see that the training is helping. You know what I'm saying? They look better. They look in better shape. You know what I'm saying? They passed that quote unquote eye test for, you know what I'm saying, for a lot of the players. And it goes back to what I was saying, right? Like I always tell you, like, fam, you can't leave at 22 or 21, 22, 23 years old looking the same as you did when you went in at 17, 18. It's impossible. Your body, if you're working out and eating the way you're supposed to eat as a high level D1 P5 athlete, your body ain't supposed to look the same. You're not supposed to look out here like Tim Duncan the whole time. Like that's not supposed to happen, man. Like it's just not. So yeah, man. Look, wide receiver is exciting to me because you know what I'm saying. I love that Kevin Beard, and I'm glad I just gave myself that own conversation. I love that Kevin Beard goes, we got a lot of Robins. We ain't got a Batman.
Yeah.
Got a lot of Robins. Don't have a Batman. And that's the truth. Like we have a bunch of guys, right? Like, yo, but like this guy, but who's that? We don't have that one. And you know when that happens? During the season. We don't have
Who's
that one
Amon?
yet.
Who's
We're
that
like, yo,
Amon Richards, man? Who's that Amon Richards out there?
who's that Charleston Rambo?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like who's that dude? Like who's that level? And again, Amon Richards would have been the first round pick. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? Like Amon Richards.
That hurts my feelings.
Meets every time, man. Every single time. Look, man, who's that guy? Who's that guy to step up? And you know, and we talk about it because we talked about it a couple of pods ago. The off season was when you're supposed to separate yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when it happens. Like when you did the training, like James Wood was like, look, man, I started listening to my body more. And you know, like that's progress, that's development, understanding that your body is your future. And understanding that was it LT last year halfway through the season. Oh, now I understand what to eat. That's growth, that's development. It's not just always, you know what I'm saying, getting off the ball at the right time. If your body ain't right, you're gonna be lethargic. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna move the same. You take care of your body in the off season, get it ready, run routes, get it, saying do all the training, do all the eating. That's when it counts, man. That's when you separate yourself. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now you just got a couple practices till game time. You're not gonna get your body right the same way. You know what I'm saying? If you took the off season off, then this is when it shows. This is when it shows. And chances are you get the portal. You know what I mean?
That's absolutely correct. Got to do it on your own, man. That NIL money is not just for Jordans and cars and all that, man. Spend that on your body, on your money maker, which is your body, man. And take care of your body, take care of your mind. You know, because
Miami
NFL money greater than NIL money.
Yeah.
NFL money greater than NIL money. So NIL money cool, but NFL money's different.
Yeah, and NFL money is life changing. The NIL money should be like we talked about it last time. I don't know if we said on the pod after we hit record, after we stopped recording, but it was like that's an investment in yourself, man. Like right now, you have every player now has the ability that no player before your time had. You have the freedom to invest. You could do meal plans. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of places that do meal deliveries. It's different now. Now you don't have to, you know what I'm saying, to get a second job or have family. Now it's different. You invested yourself to be a great athlete coming out of high school. Now be a great athlete coming out of college. And it's all on you. It's all on you. Because eating those Fritos and all that, look, I eat shit. I know it. I know what it's like. It's not a great feeling. It sucks. Everything, your joints hurt more, all that shit. But my body is, you know what I'm saying, I want to take care of it to live long, but your body is your future. Like this is what you invested your whole life for. So gotta flip the way you look at NIL, man. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And it's
self-discipline, man.
I saw that the quarterback from South Carolina bought a G-Wagon. I'm like, man,
I've seen that. Spencer.
First of all, beautiful car. Great. $140K. Where you better hope you get drafted high. That shit gonna cost, unless you pay for it cash. And if you did that, your NIL money is crazy.
If you got NIL, that money. That's NIL, man.
Yeah, man. Trying to be
looked out for. Sure, he got looked out.
Yeah, that's true. Probably didn't get the one. Probably didn't pay sticker price. If we keep it in the buck.
Probably had Dylan Stewart in the ride, rolling around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just committed to South Carolina, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Rolling around South Carolina, Columbia. Ugh.
The Columbia.
Gross.
Just
gross. I don't know.
That was such an organic. It's just
terrible.
Ugh. Just Yeah. No, it's a bad move. Been there. No, thank you. No disrespect. Don't come at me in the comments. We won't respond to it.
Yeah, man. In the Air Force down that way, man. So
didn't you know they had an Air Force base in South Carolina?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Had no idea.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Day 2 of practice. Look, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited that they're back out there. Obviously love hearing for the coaches, man. Let's just take a breath, man. So it's a long fall camp. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not at full strength yet. You know what I'm saying? Some bodies are missing, some bodies are coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just see what happens, man. Let's just take a pause with all the this is the greatest. No. Can't even say that all through fall camp. Because the bullets are live. None of all that greatest shit don't mean. What if those feet get real happy in the pocket when they don't blow the whistle before the D lineman gets to you? The shit gets real different, man. Yeah. All right, man. You got anything else for the people, Joe?
Nah, man. 2022 is not 2023, man.
Facts, man. I remember that, man. The 45 new players, 7 new assistant coaches. The shit is not the same. It's not. This is a whole fucking new team. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Can't be the same. Yeah, I mean,
it can't be. It's not the same people. Like the body. Like y'all keep telling me the bodies are different, so it's not the same. So you can't. So everybody's saying, "No, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna end the pod right here, nice and quiet, nice and calm." Before I go off again about y'all giving your predictions about a team you've never seen before. Yeah. All right, man.
So we have new players.
Mm-hmm. New coach.
We don't know who's gonna be injured. We have a whole new coaching staff. We have whole new systems in place. Yep. We don't know what's going on with any other team on our schedule.
Nope.
But somehow we know that we're only gonna win 7 games or 8 games. Somehow we know that.
Like, how do you know that? Like, just think about it as like a math problem, right? Everything is X. Everything, right? You know what I'm saying? Like X.
Everything is unknown.
Everything is unknown. X times X divided by X parentheses X. Fam, you don't know. You don't. I don't. There's all these players came from other places. Some of these players came from other places as freshmen that were injured. You know what I mean? Like, it's you don't know. You got plenty of people that have plenty of snaps. There's no way to know how they respond to different coaches, different voices. You know what I'm saying? Different surroundings. All that shit is variables. Let's take a beat.
You cannot solve for X in this situation.
That you can't solve for X in this one, man. I don't know how you can. Look, there's people who've been watching this shit longer than I've been alive and all that shit, right? I get it. But how I don't know. And if y'all can in the comments, please tell me how you solve for X in this. By the metric we gave you, 45 new players, 7 new coaches, 2 new schemes. How do you, and all that other shit, everything else? Y'all follow the team, right? You consume all the shit we consume. Tell me how you solve for X. Tell me how. And if it makes sense, we'll talk about it, and y'all get a gift card, man. Because I want, for me personally, I want to know how you solve for X on this. I want to know how you get there. All right, man. We got nothing else, man. It's That You Heard podcast, man. We out of here. Peace.